Okay, thank you, Vinod. Okay, so in first session we discussed about what is the blue prism, what is RPA, and what are all the advantages, and what is the life cycle of the RPA. And in today's session, we will have a basic understanding about the RPA with a little bit practical scenarios. Okay, so once we log in, then we can able to see this multiple tabs over here. Sorry. Okay. So once you log in, then we can see multiple tabs here, and we can see home tab is there, and then followed by the studio tab. And in studio, we have process as well as objects. Okay, and we will discuss more in detail regarding the processes as well as objects. And most of the 90% of the development will be done in the studio only. Okay, now we will go to the control room. So today I will give just high level example or high level about the background about the actual tools. Then from tomorrow onwards in detail topic by topic I will going to explain. Okay, so this is the control room where generally all the robots will going to run it in attended mode or in unattended mode. Okay, and in control we will have three different modules. One is session management, another is queue management, another is a scheduler one. So these are all the three sub modules which are generally useful in the production environment. And releases generally once we complete the development, when we are trying to release the code from one environment to another environment, that is from development to UAT environment or UAT to production environment, we will use this tab for release management. And we have one more tab, that is a system, and this is also mostly used a tab, right? This will be used for all the processes, objects, creation of the queues, environment locking, and creating the roles or creating the users, like different kind of users we can able to create, and edit logs, system settings. All those things will be done in the system tab, and even environment variable also we can able to set it up in the system tab. Okay, now we will go to the studio, and we will go through what exactly the process as well as object. Okay, so how do we create the process in process studio? Basically you have to click on this process studio, right click, and create a process. Okay, and even you can see there will be multiple folders over here, right? So we can able to create the folder also. So how we can able to do it? For example, here right click, we need to create the group. Okay, in group I will just say that, okay, first demo underscore today's date. Okay, like this we can able to create the folders. Okay, and within that folder we can able to create the processes. So what I do is, in this demo folder I will create the process. Okay, so how do I create the process? We need to right click and create process. Okay, here we need to provide the process name. I will just put it as first process. Next name we need to enter the description. So basically I will put it as, okay, demo at high level. Then we need to finish it. Once you finish, you can see the first process is already created, and you can see when this has been created along with the date and time and type of edit, whether it is whether we are creating this or we are editing any of this in this particular process, and who has created by this. All those details will be captured. And edit summary. Edit summary, you can see here the process created. Okay, this is how the process looks like when we are trying to create for the first time. Then I will just open this process. How do I open this process? I need to double click on this first process. Okay, you can see by default main page is already created. Okay, so this is how the process looks like. Once you open the process, you can able to see only main page and as well as start action and end action. And you can see multiple different kind of options available at the left hand side as well as in the top side. Okay, and these will be we will going to discuss each and every action in detail one by one on the daily basis. Okay, today I will just going to explain at high level, what exactly the processes is, what exactly the actions, and how do we use the decisions calculation stage, all those things. Any questions till this point? Okay, silent means I will take it as no questions. Okay, so here we can just go one by one. Now here you can see this is the pointer. Okay, and whenever we wanted to move anything, so okay, currently the cursor is at pointer. Okay, so if it is in pointer, then you can see I can move the actions here and there, right? And if I click on link, then I can click link from start to end. Okay, link is used to connect between the different stages. Next, this process is nothing but okay, let me click process. Why do we use this process? Okay, process is used to create or call a different process. Okay, so how do we create, how do you call a different process? You can see here we have created process one, first to process, right? If I create one more process called as sub process, then that sub process we can call it with this main process. Okay, that's how we can able to create process within the process, and we will go in detail when we are discussing about the process subject. Okay, but just high level I am just explaining. And what is the page? Okay, if I dragged up, okay, you can see here I can able to get few options. Okay, add a new page and create a reference to it, or add a new page without creating a reference to it. If I go with the option one, you can see what it will going to create. Enter the new page name, so I will just put it as page one. Okay, you can see this has created as a page one, and by default in the above you can see page, right? So I will take it as one small example so that you can understand what is the use of these different actions. Okay, we call these things as an actions. Okay, so I will just take it as one simple example. Okay, I will go to the page one, so I will just rename it. So how do you rename? You have to right click and put it as rename. Okay, I will just put it as addition. Okay, you can see addition has been created, and it by default you can see the page name is already modified. Okay, so in addition I will just do a small example like a plus b is equal to c. Okay, so for a plus b I need to store the value in the a and b, then I need to store the results in c. So how do I able to do it? You can able to see the options in the left hand side, right? So in the left hand side you can see one item as a data item. Okay, I'm just dragging and dropping. So here I will just give data one as a value. Okay, and here you can see we have different types of data types. Okay, it's like like date or date time or flag or number or password or text, whatever the data type you want to give it, you can give it. Okay, so now we are doing the addition, so I will just put it as a number. Okay, so what is the initial value? So I will just put it as a number 4. Okay, and I will click it as okay. And I will going to discuss more detail in visibility and installation in next classes. So here I am just explaining the basic concept so that you can understand what exactly the Blue Prism is and how it will going to work it. Once you understand these concepts, these functionalities, then I will going to explain in more detail. Okay, now I have put 4 value in A. Okay, and I will take one more data item. Let's consider B value. And what is the data type? It should be number, right? Because it's addition. So what is the initial value I wanted to give? Let's say I will give it as a 5, right? And I will put it as okay. Right? A value is 4, B value is 5. Now I will take one more data item, that is C. Addition results. I'll put it as additional results and I will put the data type as number. Okay, and I will not give any value over here. Just I will put it like this. Okay, now what I will going to do, I will going to add A plus B equal to C. Okay, then how do I do? So all the different kind of mathematical calculations has to be there. That has to be done in the calculation stage. Okay, you can see here I am dragging and dropping one calculation stage, and I will put it over here. Name as A plus B. Okay, so what I want to add, I want to add A and B. So how do I going to add? You can see here in the right hand side, you can see the data items and we are looking for the numbers. So I need to click on this number. So you can see A value as well as B value. Okay, and how do I add A and B? I need to drag and drop A value plus I need to drag and drop B value, right? So these are all the two data types. A value is one data type, B value is another data type, and I'm adding these two data types values and putting into the data type C. C is nothing but addition results. Okay, you can put any name as per your convenient. Okay, so I'm storing those A and B values in addition results, that is store results in. So I have given this number. Okay, now what I will do is I will put the link. Done. Okay, and now I will going to run the process. Okay, if I run it from start to end, then addition result should be A plus B, that is nothing but 9. Okay, and one more point. So if you wanted to run this A plus B till end only, then you have to right click. Okay, you can put the breakpoints also. So breakpoints are mostly useful in the Blue Prism tool whenever you are debugging the any of the process. Okay, so I will just put it as a breakpoint over here. So it will run till this point only, and after that it will just stop it. How do I start the process? I have to right click. Okay, set next stage. Set next stage is nothing but I'm starting the process from here. Okay, you can see it is highlighted in orange color. Orange color is nothing but the process will going to start from here. Okay, how do I start the process? You can press F5, or else you can see this is the run, right? Go button. So once you click on the go button, it will start the process and it will end at end action. Okay. Now I will click on the go button, right? Here I kept it as a breakpoint, right? You can see there is a pop-up came breakpoint reached because I have kept the breakpoint, so it stopped till this point only. Okay, and now you can understand, right? What we have done, we have done a plus b and put it in the addition results. So what will be the additional of results? This is nothing but 9, right? 4 plus 5 is nothing but 9. So that 9 value has been stored in addition results. Okay, any question till this point? No? Fine. Okay. So now we have seen addition. How do we add a plus b and how do we store the value in C, right? So that is nothing but addition results. Now what is the use of this page and when do you use this page, right? So you keep remember, main page has to be very, very simple in real world. It should not contain any of the calculations or mathematical calculations or any kind of activity. In the main page, it should be very clear and it should have minimal pages, right? Like starting, adding the queue, and process 1 or process 2, process 3, that is nothing but page 1 or page 2 or page 3. Then exception handling, marking as complete and marking as exception. So at high level, we need to put these main parts in main page. Okay, and we should not put all logics in main page. So how do we divide the logics? Okay, for example, we need to download a data from application A and do the validation in Excel sheet and uploading the data into the application C. Okay, so we need to divide this into the 3 sub modules or 3 sub pages. One page is nothing but downloading the data, another page is nothing but modifying the Excel sheet or modifying the values as per the business logic, and another page is nothing but uploading the data into the application. Okay, so how do we call this addition page from the main page, right? So once the process starts, it will start from the main page. Okay, so for example, this is the main page, right? So if I run it from the main page, okay, and if it did not connect any of the pages, then this addition page will not going to run it. Okay, I will just run like this, go, right? It directly end it over here. Okay, so how do we make sure that pages we have to use it in main page? So how we can able to do that? We have to select on link. We have to put the link from start to addition, then addition to end. Okay, I will just, this is nothing but resetting. Okay, I will going to explain in practical level what exactly the reset does. Now I will going to start from here. What I need to select? I need to select set next stage. Okay, you can see here set next stage is nothing but it highlighted in the orange. Now I will click on go button. Okay, it goes into the addition, and because I put the breakpoint at end, so it stopped over here. Okay, how do I continue from here? I can continue from here. I need to press F5 or else I need to click on the go button again. Okay, now you can see again I came back to the main page, right? So now what I do is I will just remove this breakpoint and I will run it from the main page again. See, I did not put any start from this, right? So by default, it is started from the main page only. So now you have understood how the flow will going to start from main page to followed by the sub pages. Is it clear, Ram?
Yeah, it is clear. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We have seen this is a addition page. Okay. Now we will discuss about the decision. Okay. So I will put this decision stage over here. Okay. So how do we use the decision? Okay. So I will going to explain how to use the decisions. Okay. So decision is nothing but it will going to give whether it is a true or false. Okay. So what I do is I will put one condition. Okay. If is A greater than B. Okay. I am putting the condition as is A greater than B. So what I need to put it over here, A value greater than B value. Yeah, sorry. Okay, A value greater than B value. If this condition is true, then it will some I'm just opening this additional results. Okay. I'll just put it as results. I'm taking the results as text. Okay. I'll just put it this here. I'll just link it from start A. Okay. Then I will take one more calculation value. A is A is greater than B. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. What I am calculating, I'm just calculating if A is greater than B, then I am just saying that A is greater than B value. Okay, and I'm putting this value in results. Let's say if A is not greater than B. Okay. B is greater. Here I will put the expression as B value is greater than A value, and I will put this expression in this text result. Okay, so what is this anchor? Anchor is used to connect two different actions. Okay, so I will just let you know how we can use this anchor. Okay, so here you can see directly we can put this link over here, right? From is A greater than B. Okay, so as you know, this is a choice. This is a decision stage, right? A decision stage is nothing but it will going to give two outputs. Okay, there will be one input to this decision and there will be two outputs to this decision. What are all the two outputs of this decision? Decision will always gives whether it is a true value or whether it is a false value, right? So let's say if A value is greater than B, right? If it is true, then it will take this path. And if it is false, then it will take the different path. Okay. Only for yes or no conditions, true or false conditions, we have to use this decision stage. Okay. So over here, you can see we can directly put uh, is A greater than B to directly A is a greater than, right? So at the same time, we can put no path to B is greater than. But it doesn't look very good, right? So what we need to do is just to make sure it will look good, we have to just delete this. Okay, so instead of this, putting here and there, we can straight away you can put this anchor, and from there anchor you can directly take the this path. Okay, only for anchor is used to make sure we can connect different links. Okay, here this anchor connected two links in the sequence, so it will be used as a joints. Okay, so basically this will use it as a joint. Okay, and I will going to end it over here, and I will take one more anchor and I just put it over here. Okay, okay, now you can say, so I will going to run this process. So Ram, can you tell me what will be the results over here? Ram, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Can you able to guess what will be the results over here?
5.
No, here it will not going to give the 5, right? Because if you open this results is a text box. Data type is text. Okay. And what we are storing in results, let's say A, what is the condition over here? Is A greater than B? Is it true? Tell me, is A greater than B in this scenario? No, this is not true, right? A is not greater than B. Okay, this is the false statement. Okay, false statements means where it will go, it will take this path, no path. Okay, if it is a true, then it will take S path. Okay, and it will take no path, and we are calculating over here, right? What we are doing, we are saying is B value is greater than A. So what this is an expression, right? This we are storing in results. Okay. So in results, it will be B value is greater than A. It will going to display. Okay. Just let me run this case, then you will understand clearly. Set next stage. Okay. And I will just put it as breakpoint over here. And I will click on go button. See, you can see it take the no path, right? And it ended. And in results, you can see B value is greater than A, which is correct, right? B value is greater than A value. Okay, you would have seen it, right? So this decision stage is used to make a decision whether it is true or false. So there will be only two paths. If it is a true, this condition is true, it will follow this flow, and the condition is false, then it will follow this flow. So whenever you have conditions like whether I need to take X path or I need to take Y path, then in those scenarios we have to use the decision path. Okay. You want me to run one more time, Ram?
Yeah, should be fine. Yeah,
Sorry, Ram. Can you come again?
yeah, should be fine. So I
Okay.
got it.
Okay. Okay. Now I will take A value is greater than now. Okay. I will take A value is 10. Okay. Let B value is 5. Now it will going to take S path, right? It will going to run the process in this direction because is A greater than B? We are checking this condition over here. Is A greater than B? Yes. A value is greater than B value. So it will go in this direction, at S path direction. And in result, what it will going to stare in result? This is the results. What we are storing in the results? A is greater than B value. Okay. Now the results will be A is greater than B value. Now we will run and we will check whether this is true or false. Okay. See, it is taking the yes condition, right? Now you can see in results, A is greater than B value, right? This is what we have calculated over here, right? A is greater than B value. We are putting that into the result data type, right? So what is the result data type? This is the result data type, right? What is the data type name? Results. And it is a data type text. And the current value is A greater than B value, which we have given in the expression. Okay. Now I will show you, right? I said, what is the use of this reset value, right? So if I click on, you can just observe here. Here A value is 10, B value is 5. Result value is A greater than B value. Okay. I will just open A value now. You can see initial value is 10 and current value is also 10, right? Okay. And if I open the B value, initial value is 5 and current value is 5. Okay. And if I open the results, there is no initial value, only current value is there, which is nothing but A greater than B value, right? Why? Because we did not specify any value in initial value, right? So that is the reason it is not having any initial value. Now what will happen if I reset, right? This is called the reset. If I do the reset, you can see results become empty. B value is 5 and A value is 5. Okay. Now I will going to open these data types. Once I open this data type, initial value is 10. It is as it is, but current value is gone, right? And if I open the data, B data item, initial value is 5, but current value 5 is gone, right? And in result, there is no current value, right? So now you have understood why do we use this reset. So once we do the reset, whatever we have run the program, right, it get back to the initial stage. Whenever you will run the program, how it will be there in the initial stage, it will come back to the initial stage only. So for that purpose, we will use this reset. Okay, any questions on this reset?
No.
No, fine. Yeah, thank you. So here you can see in Go, there will be 3 debug speeds, right? One is a normal, one is a slow, and one is a fast. Okay, and I will going to put this debug speed as fast. Now you observe what it will going to happen. Okay, I will just click on Go button. Did you see how fast it run the process? Within fraction of seconds, it run it, right? Okay, whenever we wanted to run the process in speed, then we have to put the debug speed as fast. Okay, now I will put the debug speed as slow. I will just reset and I will just start from here. Set next stage and I will run it. Now you can observe how slow this process will going to run. See how much time it is taking for each and every step, right? So there will be 3 different debug stages, right? As you can see, one is a slow speed, one is a normal speed, and another is a fast speed. But do remember, when we are going to test any kind of activities, right, you just make sure that you put it in the fast stage and run it. Okay, then only it will going to give the accurate results when the process runs from the control room. Okay, now we have discussed about this reset button. We have discussed about this pointer, right? Pointer is nothing but point. Once it is on pointer, we can just move the data types or any of the items, actions here and there. This link is used to connect between the 2 stages, right? Okay, now block. So why do we use the block? Okay. So for example, you want to put A and B data type in one block and this results in another block. Okay. So how you can able to put, you have to just select this block, click, drag. Okay. Click, drag. Okay. And as per your convenient, you can just rename also. Okay. This is A and B VALUS values, right? You can see here it will show as A and B values, and block 2 also you can rename it as results and results, right? This is the A and B values, so in that you can see A value and B value, and the end results we are putting the results data type. Okay, so blocks will be used in this way, right? So when there will be some input variables or output variables, environment variables are there, A and B values are there, and end results are there, whatever it may be, you can put each and every data types or different kind of activities in different blocks. Okay, I will going to explain how do we use these blocks and what are all the advantages by using these blocks in further sessions. Okay, now at this moment you just understand that okay, blocks are used for grouping some of the attributes, or this will also used in exception handling also. Okay, this block is done. The process one, I will show one more one of the example, then only you can able to understand this process. Now we have seen this page, right? This is the page where in the main page we have created one addition page, and from the main page we are calling this addition page, right? Then after that, action we will going to discuss in detail. Decision we have already explained what is the use of decision, right? So it will going to give whether it is a true or false. If you wanted to go in two different paths, we have to use this decision stage, right? And we have explained about the calculations also, right? In calculations, what earlier what we have done, we have added a plus b over here, right? And put it in the results data type. At the same time, we can also add some value also, right? So this is the text value. We can store these kind of text values also in the data type, and it will also use it for computation purpose, right? So earlier one we have used it for computation purpose, that is a plus b, and whatever the value was there, it by default it stored in the store results. Okay, and multical. Okay, so this is also similar to calculations only. Okay, but when do we use multi calculation, that I will going to explain now. Okay, just I will put it over here. And we have explained about the data items, which is nothing but data items are used to store the values, whether it is input value or whether it is output values. And we have explained about this anchor, right? And rest of the actions we will discuss in later stages. Okay, now we will going to explain what is the multi calculator or multi calculator calculations, right? So if you are going to use, right, so here in earlier stage what we have used in calculation, we put it as a plus b equal to c, right? So if you wanted to do more kind of scenarios, then you can use different kind of actions. So for example, okay, before I do this, I change this data type to number. Here I will put addition. Subtraction results. So I wanted to do two calculations at one go. Okay, one is a plus b and another one is a minus b. Okay, so how do I need to do? So if I use the single calculation, then I need to use two different calculations, right? So one is in calculation 2, I need to put a plus b and I have to store it in b. Okay, okay, let me just show it in a practical level so you will understand it. So at this moment, I will just delete it. A plus b. So what I'm doing here, a plus b, I will put a value plus b value. Where I need to store this a plus b, I will store it in addition result. Okay. Next calculation, I want to do a minus b. Okay. This a minus b results, where I need to put it, I will put it in subtraction data type. subtraction results. Okay, and I will going to link this A plus B. First it will going to calculate A plus B and store the value in addition results, right? And after that it will going to do A minus B, right? And it will put the results in subtraction results. Okay, now you see the difference. Set next stage, and I will just put it as normal so that you can see it run. Right, what it did, it did two calculations. One is A plus B and another is A minus B. A plus B stored in addition results, A minus B stored in subtraction results. Is it the correct one? Ram, can you confirm this is the correct or not?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. So here you can see I have used two calculation stages. Okay, what is the use of multi calculation? So this is the main advantage of multi calculation. Now you will going to see it here in expression. What we are doing, first A value plus B value, and we are storing in addition results. You can see here add button, right? If I click add, it will going to create one more expression, right? Here what I do, A value minus B value, where I will going to store A minus B value, I will put it in the subtraction result. Okay, and we can add one more expression also, right? But at this moment we are just doing the two activities, that is A plus B and A minus B. Okay, so I will just remove the third activity and I will click on okay. Okay, now I will link this start to multi calculations, then end. Okay, now I will just reset it so that it will come back to the initial values. Okay, now I will going to start from here, set next stage, and I will run it. Go. Did you see the results? Same results, right? Here we have used two different calculation stages, right? A plus B and A minus B. Same, we are doing it in a single multi-cal calculation stage, right? A plus B and A minus B. Okay. So if it is more than one, okay, if it is more than one calculations we are using it in any of the process, it is always suggested to use multi-cal. Okay. So in multi-cal, we can use any number of different kind of calculations over here. Okay, and it will reduce lot of space over here, right? So instead of here in this example, you can understand that okay, these two calculations we have done it in the single calculation, that is multi calculations. So multi calculations is used to do the calculations at one go instead of creating multiple calculation stages. Any questions till this point?
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let's put it over here. I'll put this as very slow. Okay, here you can see there will be three errors, right? What is these errors? Oh, okay, it will going to give whenever we are creating any of the processes or object, we have to make sure that these errors should be zero always. It means that there are no any other errors and the process will work as expected. Okay, if there are any errors, then in real time it will going to create a lot of confusion, and it will going to create a lot of trouble for the developers as well as support engineers. Okay, now here we can see what is the three errors, right? What it is saying, okay, stage name. What is the stage name? Addition. Page name, right? You can see this is the addition page. What is the stage name? Cal1. Cal1, right? There is a calculation called Cal1. Okay. What is the type? This is the error. Okay. What is the action? Validate. What is the description? It is giving stage to store the result does not exist. It's saying that stored results does not exist. Okay. So we are not using this. So it's always better we need to delete it. Okay. How do I delete? Click and press the delete button. Still you can see three errors. Okay. Now I will just reset it. Now you can see zero errors, right? So we have to make sure that whenever we run the process, it should not contain any of the errors. So it always be zero. So this is nothing but the validation, process validation. So where we can validate the process before we run actual end to end in the real time. Okay, any questions till this point, Ram?
No.
Okay, so Vinod, any questions till this point, or we are good to wrap up the today's session? Vinod, looks like you are speaking on mute. Vinod, can you hear me? Vijay, can you hear me?
Sunny, I can hear you, Sunny.
Okay. So Vinod, can you stop the recording?
Yes, yes, Sunny. Yes.
So
Sure.
we are good for today's session.
Yes, yes.
And we will going to explain some other pending actions over here. So we
Okay.
almost done maximum